So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
General West. Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Hey, here we go.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the run, watch the run.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Pilot, 64, weak.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Leo. Rock it. Okay, lock it. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Got it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, watch it.
Bravo. Get it.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, wahoo.
I'm coming after you. Watch 36. 36 the mic.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
To throw is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Watch. Hey, seam 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mike 36.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the safety creep. Shoot. From the 50.
From the 41, Rodgers is complete to Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's a script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move, He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
319.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
319.
Brings us 2nd and 2.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, zoom.
Check 43.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 319.
Rodgers now on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike, 36. Mike.
Move.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Say. Back north. We didn't get that.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check safety. Check safety.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think that
It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati, and even 50 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Hey, Haywood.
It's got Mike 42. Mike 42.
Mike.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
25.
They'll run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
319.
36. You better be afraid of me.
Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded at the 20. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Za'Darius Smith, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Switch. Check.
Go on.
Kill.
SOS.
Hey, orbit.
Kill.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how?
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got one.
Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
319. Hey, check 26. 319.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
319.
It's our field. It's our field.
319.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, Echo.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, he'll take a shot. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Sam, there. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers, no matter what is it.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hey, you block over here.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
51 to Mike. Check. Go. Mike, 51.
Rodgers now on first down. He completes it to Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On the delay, Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. Funchess has it complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devin Funchess. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
61, matchbox lights.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here. Sponge. 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 No, no, no.
Hey, Alpha. Yo.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just like that.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
36. Mike, 36.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Small. You think you gonna get this?
Throwing again. Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10
Watch
at the
36.
36-yard line.
Go.
All day, every day, any day.
And again, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to...
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because it's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
General West.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Come on.
Shift, shift.
Slam.
Deep grip.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Wrap. Pick the edge. Go.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
A gain of 22 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Down. 70. Indy.
Switch.
Put up. Ready?
Back to Mixon on first down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Back and go full strength. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, Delta.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in. Enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, ready! 90 Wolf. Greystone travel.
Pick it up.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Get it.
On first down, Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Line 36. Pick me up. Here we go.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I got you, pump.
Mike 36. Line.
Check 30.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. Third down here.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
36.
Hey, exit.
Switch up.
Flip it down.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep doing it.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Come on,
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
X3. 218. Chop it. Snap.
Now they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. Feeling knowledge, but it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to the